The flea bitten. During the summer, it's really prominent, but he's shedding like crazy right now.
Yeah, so is ours. Hi.
Last night, I don't know what, he must have knocked his head on the feeder right here. See it?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's just,
Quite a scar.
yeah, it just skinned it. It's, I mean, the hair will grow back in like 2 weeks. And then he must have got a little section of his lip right there.
Well, I appreciate you showing us that.
Yeah, it must have been like a screw on the backside of the feeder because the feeder was
ours
on the
gets
ground.
that's too around his feet when he hits the different parts of the pipe corral, but it tends to cover back over again.
Yeah.
The other thing, ours just had about a month ago. I don't know if I'm getting the name right, but rain rot.
Okay.
They're outside, although half their pens are covered, but he started losing his hair in big patches, and they said that was some sort of parasite, and you just got to get a fungicide. And sure enough, we sprayed it, and within a week it was gone, and all of his hair grew back. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little background on him: primarily been a trail horse.
Okay.
We have the show horses, so everything of ours has to be able to kind of collect up and look a little fancy in the pen. But again, if you want something that's solid that just goes down the road, pitch them away, just like you saw my kid in the videos.
Yeah.
Pitch them away and ride.
So we were surprised pleasantly that his walk, trot, and canter or lope are pretty slow. I mean, he's not like,
No, he's not
going crazy.
Not a racehorse, that is for sure.
So
we do not like that here.
So my gray will walk, he'll trot, he'll canter pretty fast, and then he has, I don't know what to call it. It's not a gallop, but it's something between a canter and a gallop, and he just like doubles speeds, and it's great fun. But man, he's flying. It's just crazy how fast he is. Now he's probably about a 25% bigger than this horse.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, which I'm glad, because this is the horse for my wife, and she'd appreciate one that's not as high.
Not as big.
A little closer to the ground. She does like them to be long-legged, because then their ride is a little smoother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll jump on him. He's got definitely comfy gaits.
Yeah.
To him, there's not a lot of hiccups to him. I mean, there's nothing like, no vices. He's not a cribber. He's not a weaver. Clearly, he doesn't bite. We do feed treats out of the hand.
Yeah.
For the show horses that are showing the all around, we do not feed treats, because I don't need them baiting for anything.
Oh, sure, out of your
you know what I
pockets
mean?
and all
Because
that.
when we show them, they gotta just
Stand there.
Yes.
So we feed ours carrots right out the palm
Okay.
of our hand, and when we go trail riding, we'll see kids and people like that, and we'll let them feed him as well, right out of the palm of their hand. And he's fine. He doesn't bite. But yeah, he doesn't care who I was when I walked out.
He'll be due June or July for his 5-way with this West Nile.
Okay.
Straight alfalfa.
Yeah.
He gets no grain. Real straightforward. He's due today, like what we talked about. The shoer's supposed to come out.
Yeah.
That's Valdine Call. So he'll be here this afternoon. But he's great with the shoer. I didn't pick his feet yet. I know you mentioned that your horses are barefoot.
Yeah. Do you have any comment, recommendation, or preference? I mean,
if we're using them, they're at least a half set, just to protect them. Like a half set, meaning shoes in the front, trimmed in the back.
Okay.
And that's just to protect them from going down the road, or when you're hauling them places to school on them, that they don't step on a stone and get a bruise, and then you got to wait for that to grow out if that doesn't turn into an abscess.
Yeah. Now we hoof our horses every day, and we'll be picking stones out from between the, I'm not getting the words right, but the front
frogs
laminate
and stuff.
Yeah. And so far no bruises, but we just, we don't necessarily have an opinion on whether they should be shoot or not.
Yeah. And it's personal preference. A lot of people go, oh no, I like my horses barefoot. Do I think to a certain extent that barefoot is better? I think it gives a little more circulation in the foot when, but again, it just kind of depends.
So ours gets this, ours gets this too.
Yeah, he scratched. I don't know what he did last night.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
just pluck that off. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
See, all the hair will.
Yeah.
The hair will all grow back instantly.
Okay.
So as far as riding, like bridle, I mean, you can ride him in a halter for God's sake, but this is just a smooth snaffle.
Okay.
It's a 5-inch, so 5-inch this way, 5-inch wide,
Yeah.
smooth snaffle. This is a full
That's
cheek
the
smooth.
name of it.
Yeah,
Smooth Snaffle.
this is a full
Okay.
cheek smooth snaffle. You can ride him in a Tom Thumb with a leather curb. He himself doesn't need anything with like a big port in the middle.
Okay.
You know, so the higher the port, the harsher the bit.
Yeah, they feel it harder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So, and the longer the shank, which is this part that comes down,
Mhm.
the more leverage you have.
Yes, right.
So, we just ride him very minimalist. Even with the show horses, if we can't school them in a smooth snaffle, we're missing steps and we got to backtrack.
You're beautiful, Ranger. So, if you do primarily show horses, why did you get him 5 years ago?
We ponied all the babies, all our yearlings off of him.
Oh.
So we'd ride him and we'd drag our yearlings off of him.
Oh, I see.
We've given lessons off of him. I'm not one for our personal show. I do not give lessons off our personal
I
show.
wouldn't think so.
Yeah, those are ours. I don't.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But he's had to be a workhorse here. He's had to, unfortunately, pay his dues. He's had to,
Sure.
you know, revenate something to kind of keep around. And the only reason why we're getting rid of him is because we're showing again. So
I
when
see.
we're gone, you know, usually our quarter horse shows are
Mhm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Mhm.
but we leave either on Wednesday or Tuesday evening. It's not fair for him just to sit on a stall
I see.
and not be used when
I
there's
see.
plenty of usage and years left in it.
Well, we'll see our horses twice a day, and then we'll ride them 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
So they get
Stallion.
they get lots of love and attention.
I'm gonna have you hold him. I'm gonna
Sure.
grab this pad.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll just jump on him bareback. If you like the looks of him, I'll pull that saddle
Great.
and we'll saddle him for you.
Thank you.
So as far as pigs, well, here's one of my pigs. She's behind the shed. See her over there, the red shed?
Oh yeah.
That's Shanae.
How
And then I
cute.
got another one up here. She's a big one. She's a meat pig, but I'm a vegetarian. So
Oh.
they're all our pets.
How cute.
Yeah, so, and I got 4 big labs that come down and all that.
Well, I meant to tell you.